Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to our journey on Power BI. In the last video, we covered the three necessary tools, the three elementary components of Power BI, mainly desktop, which is this app, the services, Microsoft services, which is accessible through this URL, and Microsoft Power BI mobile, which is something like this, on which you can only interact with the pre-made visualizations and dashboards. So how, if you ask me, how am I able to make a report which others can see? How can I share my insights, data-based insights to the world? This is the answer by Power BI. First, you have to connect to data with Power BI desktop. Okay, so this is Power BI desktop, and on the first page, it offers us various options of how to connect with data sources. You can either make a blank report, you can connect with a one lake catalog, you can connect your data with from an Excel workbook, from an SQL server, or there are other data sources too. See, tons of data sources you can add to Power BI to start making a visualization dashboard or report after modeling that data. So you can get from Excel workbook, from text CSV, XML, JSON, folders, PDF, Parquet, SharePoint folder, SQL Service database. These are more advanced and a bit complex options, more leaning towards developers, SQL Service, Analysis Service, Oracle database, IBM database. So basically, these are databases, but offered by the giants in the world of data. So Oracle, Azure, IBM, these are the legendary companies in offering data services. Each of them has vast ecosystems of databases. On one click, you can have enterprise level databases in short from them. So most of the companies have their data seeded in them. Power BI helps you to source that data directly from it and build enterprise level data driven dashboards on the basis of which you can make some great decisions for your business. Okay, so there are tons and tons of data sourcing options. You can see these are all of, if we divide it, this will be the files you can upload are workbooks, CSV, XML, JSON, folder, PDF, Parquet, SharePoint. These databases, these are all the databases. Microsoft Fabric is a more comprehensive system of data analytics, visualization, and interaction, which is like a parent of Power BI. Okay, so Microsoft Fabric offers you data flows, data marts, data warehouses, data lake houses, KQL databases, metrics, stats, SQL database, all kinds of services. We will go through it in future one by one. Power Platforms, these are platforms native, local to Power BI. Power BI data flows, common data services, data verses, and these have been outdated, but still Microsoft has left them for the legacy dashboards. And Azure, the godfather of data science and AI and cloud computing in Microsoft world, this also offers hundreds of services. You can get your data from them. So that these were what this was we were discussing how we can implement the first step of the workflow, getting the data. It's just simple as uh, getting a new report. Once you get a new report, you will get the options of getting the data, from any source you want, from these sources, from Excel workbook, from OneLake, SQL, or even you can enter the data here one by one, and you can model your visualizations based upon that. So after you have connected the data, what you will do, you will transform the data with Power Query Editor that comes with Power BI Desktop. So let's discover what this has to offer us. Okay. For example, I am using a sample data here. Sample data. I am loading a sample data Microsoft offers us. This is a sales data of a company according to the governments, countries, and products they are selling, and amount of units they have sold all across different locations. So before I upload this data, load button, I have something called transform data. This is what transform data with Power Query Editor is talking about. This button, okay? So when I try to transform it, I am headed to Power Query Editor. See, they were discussing Power Query Editor. This is the Power Query Editor. So we can either choose some columns from it and leave behind some columns like this. Choose this columns. I don't want this columns. This will refine our query. We can remove columns from here. Remove this and this one columns, and it will remove those columns. Or we can split columns. Okay, so you, for example, say that one of this column has, for example, this date column has one day also, month also, and year also. I want to remove the years from it, even though they are present, just for the sake of seeing. I can split that column by delimiter. You can customize this, and the columns will be separated. So this column, I can split this column by delimiter, and see the year column has been split into day, month, and year according to this delimiter. So I was just giving you an example. We will go through this in whole of the detail. So this is how you can transform your data before loading it or modeling it. After that, Power BI discusses that you have to model the data with Power BI Desktop. Power BI Desktop. So what does that mean? So for example, I have this Power BI query. Where did it go? I am done with my transformations. Once I am done, I can close and apply these to the original data, and it will be applied, ready to be loaded. It will load this data, Power BI Desktop, so I can model upon that. Okay, 700 rows have been added. See how great. This is the data. I can access it, all the columns here. Now the second step is modeling that data. Okay, so this is a model. A table is a model. Okay, a different interpretation in the language of databases. If I would have here tons of tables like these, financials and sales and customers and stores, I could connect the dots from one to other, or I could create a hierarchy that this one is the parent data, this one is more childlike for it, and this one is like grandchildren. So I can model out the relationships between these data. Okay, and once I have modeled it, I can then build visualization through it, which is this flow of Power BI is discussing about create visualizations and report with Power BI desktop. So visualization is super easy. You just have to select from this visualization pane one of the charts, okay, and then select dependent and independent variable, and hooray, you have that chart designed in the most elegant way and in the most fast and swiftest way. Okay, you can play around with it. That is the super wonderful part. Explore the data. What if I connect the dots from here to here reveals to me about this crucial data. I can connect dot of profit with year. So in this year profits are low, in this year they were good. I can link the profits to countries. I can link the profits to sales. That's not working. This tells you that which of them are compatible and which of them are. Tons of visualizations. You can plug and play them as you wish. And once we are done with this, we will publish this report to Power BI services and distribute and manage reports. Manage reports, tons of configurations which you have to manage about refreshing the data and letting who can access those reports. All of that can be done by Power BI services. That we will done in the future videos. Thank you for being with me of exploring just a bird's eye view of how this flow works. And in the succeeding videos, we will deep dive in it in great detail. Thank you very much.